here it comes. The show you've all been waiting for. It's Making Sense with Moy.
Guests so that way I can have more dedicated time and questions for them.
No,
Did you just finish that water like that? Like
I was a little thirsty
give
after
him more water. Give him more water.
Give him more water. I was a little famished after the fries. They were quite salty.
My friend,
indeed.
you should have told me if you need anything.
I loved how you hid in the. I was telling Chet, I loved how serious you were, like, pre-show production. and he's like, yes. Would you like a beautiful game of Apex Legends? And I'm like,
idiot.
I was like, oh, I love this.
That's post-show production.
Post-show.
Post-show protocol.
And I was like, did y'all do that with the older guy too? Did you guys offer him a game of Apex?
We offered. He didn't know.
He was like, nigga, a what?
Eight sex.
That's it. Okay, let me just pee real quick. Now I'm getting nervous.
Do you actually want to pee?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it. Do you know where it is, right? You remember, right?
Yeah. Don't get up. You be you.
He's ransacking the whole house. I mean, he's peeing.
Oh,
baby!
Yo.
That was fire.
I don't know where I was supposed to look, but like that was pretty good. Are they gonna hear that loud clap?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Making Sense with Moy. Today I have a very special one. Please give a round of applause to the one and only, the man running in first place, Mr. WolfGod.
Yo, what up, though? It's your boy Timothy K, aka WolfGod. Gang, you already know what it is. We out here. Big tripping, big sipping.
My friend, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Moy. Thank you for having me.
This is going to be fun. I have so many questions to ask you, but I'm going to give you the proper Making Sense with Moy rituals, which you've seen the show, right?
Of course. Dude, it wouldn't be making sense if I wasn't making sense with Moy. Am I right?
Yes, he's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Do the rituals, though.
Yes, right away, WolfGod.
right away, Mr. WolfGod, okay.
The Making Sense with Moy wheel! Yay! You get to spin it, my friend. See what you get.
Love this so much.
It's like a carnival.
It is. It's like a full bank carnival. Okay.
What do you get? Spin it real hard.
Oh.
Motherfucker, spin it real slow.
Okay, hold on. Do I get a redo?
You know what? Even better. You'll get this and the redo.
Is this a butt? What does that say?
A button.
Oh, thank God.
Unless you want a butt, I can give you a butt. All right, spin it.
All right. That's a lot better. Ooh.
Button, motherfucker. You get a boosh.
I get a boosh?
You get a boosh.
Explain to me boosh.
A boosh and a button. My friend.
A boosh and a button.
Here is the button.
Oh.
The Making Sense with Moy button.
Okay.
And a boosh is this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got a boosh.
Okay, and then I got a boosh.
So you get to press the button and then we'll boosh. Ready?
Yeah.
Boosh! We're making sense.
I'm making sense right now, dude. This is so cool. Where are you getting these things from? I love it.
Thank you.
I love this, dude.
My friend, this has been a long time coming. I've been wanting to have you on the show essentially since I met you. You know?
Yeah, I know. I've been a little jealous. You know, it's been quite some time. You know, we've been doing stuff for like almost a year, and I'm like,
when am I gonna be on it?
you know, I'm seeing some other guys there. I'm like, huh. You know, I'm seeing my boy Serge there, and I'm like, huh. It's a little interesting, a little motivated, but you know.
Maybe my invite got lost it's in the spam folder.
That's what it was. Was it that?
I think it was.
Okay, I sent something in the mail for you, and
yeah.
it just must have gotten lost.
Yeah.
You're so great. You're so famous.
All
like,
right.
It usually goes away.
My friend, let's take it back real quick. How long have we known each other? Because we've only known each other since Alex introduced me to you.
Facts.
And that was last year.
That was last year.
Last year.
And I think we only did something once I came up with my stupid idea.
No, I think it was a great idea.
Really? Oh, I thought I was kind of like shooting in the dark.
I enjoyed it. We actually Tim has been here before. He's been at the studio, but it was all black and it was all it was
Horrified.
it was darkness.
It was darkness.
It was for the movie called The Renewal.
Yes, but
Tim's
according
short
to
film.
the screen and how I paid for it, it says the Renarwal because I don't know how to spell check things.
The Renewal.
The Renarwal.
Either way, it was a great first stepping stone for Tim's career and everybody else involved. It was really nice. It was a good short horror film that can only go better from there, you know? And Tim was here, and I think Tim, Tara, Reed, and Spencer saw the sign, and they were like,
That's
what is that for?
That's right.
You'll find out later.
That's right. Oh, wait. You said exactly that, and I was sitting here like, excuse me, sir, what's this? And he's like, don't worry, that's a secret. Not yet. And I was like,
Yeah.
It's like the Stan Lee thing at the end of a movie where they're like, oh, to be continued in a future story.
Timothy Kennedy will return.
Timothy Kennedy will return in the next one. I just like how creative you are.
Oh.
Just saying of how you're creating and capable of transforming.
That's what we try to do here, you know? We try to make it fun here for everybody.
We like that. We like that. Man's transformed something from a deadly cult horror to beautiful colors of hosting. Good job for you.
Thank you. My friend, how are you? First of all, how you been? My good friend here, Tim, is a recent graduate from Cal State. So tell me, how's it been cracking since then?
You know, I was expecting to have like a very, very midsummer, as you could say. You know, and I wanted it to be mid because I was like, all right, I've been slaving away at school for so long, and I was like, I deserve a break. I'm like, not from acting stuff or creating stuff, but I'm like, I just want to look at the ceiling just for a moment because I haven't been able to look at the ceiling. And then after like 3 days, I was like, God, I am poor. And so I was like, I'm poor and bored. And so then I got a job at a virtual reality place.
Woo woo! That's cool.
Yeah, because I was like, all right, Tim, how can we not be poor and bored? You get a job.
At the future of VR.
The future of VR. But it's also cool because like I primarily got this job so that I can fund doing other short films
of course.
In the future. So like a good quarter of this money besides being spent on DoorDash and Cane's if I can is like literally going to just go for like horror or like whatever short films I feel like doing or like if I need to produce some other stuff, like I'm like that would be pretty cool to try and dabble in. But it is interesting to I don't think I get to really feel what it's like to like be out of college yet because it's summer.
Until like the school year starts.
Yeah,
be
like I'm not gonna really
know
know what that time of like having all that time is until like school starts, and then I'm like, oh wow,
that's it. I'm done.
No, yeah, like that's it. I don't gotta go back there.
Oh God, what is my purpose?
what is all of this power? I'm actually very excited to see what type of stuff I can do with now that I do have time to like actually focus on like one thing and not being like, oh my God, I want to claim I want to go on auditions, but I got this English essay due. Guess I gotta just forsake the other one and do the essay.
Yeah. But now it's like literally you have an abundance of things to offer the world and go out there and do it. There's no excuses for you to not do the auditions anymore.
Well, you know,
I broke my leg, dog.
My only excuse would be to myself, like, damn, bro, you really didn't go out there and do something. And I'm like, yeah, but League of Legends, man. What do you want? But like the new Kingdom Hearts came out. Like Harry Potter just dropped. You think I bought the PS5 for nothing?
Oh my God, Lego Star Wars.
Oh my God, Lego Star Wars. Like, how do you expect me to be productive if Lego Star Wars is right there?
Lego Star Wars, it's your fault.
Yeah,
it doesn't get the
yeah,
audition.
that's right. And Disney, you too. Maybe stop making such cool stuff and I would have a life or something to achieve for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Marvel, take it easy with the fire ass films, please.
Oh.
I need.
You looking forward to anything?
Oh, Thor: Love and Thunder, baby.
Oh, that's right. You and your Mjolnir.
I'm trying.
Or is it Mjolnir?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that Thor summer body, but like real Thor. You know, I might not get the abs in time for Thor: Love and Thunder, but I hope to at least like get the costume for it.
Is
you
he
know?
your favorite person?
He is because
Interesting.
He might be a god, but he learns to be worthy or have like self-worth.
That's true. Huh. I don't know. I think I have always thought of him as like a Chad until like the last one. Until like Endgame. And then I was like, oh, this man's in pain.
Yeah.
He really felt terrible for that loss.
Yeah.
Because like you never get to really see him like be a god. Like sort of like where he feels like, okay, because we've been watching him go from that god form to like a human form, right? So he's been very human. And so him not taking this big threat out was as if a god failed their mission and they are actually taking, you know, all the blame on themselves. And I'm like, we don't get to see that anymore.
Exactly. And I think it's great that somebody bigger than him kicked his ass.
That's true.
Because nobody, like the Hulk, I'm sorry, Hulk might be the strongest there is, but can't kick his ass, you know?
Whoa.
I'm sorry, is that your favorite character?
Yeah,
Is that your
let's take it down a notch. What do you...
Is that where you're representing the green right there?
What do you mean by that? He can't smoke.
Listen. He might be the strongest there is, but man has trouble forming words, you know?
One thing most people don't know about me is that I am an insane nerd. And I'm a nerd to a degree that I know comic books. And it's very sad. I keep it very hidden. One thing I can say without a doubt, okay, is that this boy Hulk can absolutely slaughter that boy Thor. He destroyed Manhattan with one step. One. My man's Thor fidget spinning a hammer to fly. I'll give this man props for being a god and being hot. That is it.
That is it. You know what?
It.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I can't wait to hopefully see comic Hulk like show more of those abilities in upcoming She-Hulk. You know?
I feel like they're gonna make it all about her.
Well,
duh.
duh.
It's She-Hulk.
But they take the she out of Hulk.
Yeah.
I mean, wait,
Hulk. The Hulks. I think they're coming out with another one with Bruce Banner in it as well.
Yeah.
Honestly.
How did you like Smart Hulk, actually?
Smart Hulk?
Yeah.
You see, okay, like
actually, guys, I technically am the strongest.
technically, sirs, astronomically in the physics of the capabilities of the Earth, I am actually capable of doing yada yada yada. It's actually like one thing I did realize. There's
a mob just came out. Oh, okay. I thought something happened. I thought there was an explosion or some shit.
I was like, yo,
this is it.
Is this part of the show? I was like, whoa, is some guy.
This is where the SWAT team comes in and starts raiding us.
I'm like, wow, you really went all out for this show.
The theatrics here.
Look at all the actors that you paid for. That's kind of crazy, guys. Being a little forceful there.
What the fuck was that?
There was a mob.
No, my little for those that don't know, my little brother walked up to the door and like opened it like if he heard something and we didn't. And I was like, what's gonna happen? He opens the door and goes, oh, and Tim stops the story. Like I thought SEAL Team 6 was gonna raid us.
I'm just like trying to figure out how he fell, cause I was like, yo, who's coming in here?
You guys didn't see like.
Why did you go to the door anyway?
I didn't see the mob.
I was like, I'm gonna let him out. I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna let him out, and he took that respect.
He's caring for the insects, is what he was doing.
You know what? If you were a bigger person, you would Hulk smash that shit.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. If you were the Hulk, you would have just completely obliterated the wall.
You would have said puny bug.
Puny bug. No, a real person would have eaten it. That's how you really show power. You don't flick it, you don't destroy it, you grab it and you're like, mortal boy.
It's like you see the ant on you and it bites you and you go, instead of going like this, you go, bitch ass.
I'm trying to imagine if Chet's got up and then we just see him in the corner of our eye.
Oh, dude.
I'm just like,
I'm sorry, Chet. You'd be fired after
yeah.
that. You'd be done.
I'm like, yo, your man's what's going on with your man's over there? You a little hungry. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I don't know if the Intelligent Hulk is honestly like if I was to get cat because I want to be in a Marvel movie at some point.
I can totally see you doing that, you know?
But like I don't want to get the generic like Black Panther because I feel like at this point everyone's like, oh, every black character will be in Black Panther. And even though I can do a little bit of this, even though I'm capable at doing a little bit of this, I don't think I can do it authentically long enough.
Forever.
Yeah, I don't think I can do it authentically long enough to do a Wakanda Forever moment. But like, I'm like sitting here like, could there be a Black Hulk? I don't think so. I've not, out of all the cartoons that have decided to evolve themselves with black, there's a Black Superman.
Yeah.
There's a Black Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Black Green Lantern.
Black Green Lantern. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I'm like sitting here like, there's not been a Black Hulk. There's been a Hulk that's turned red. There's She-Hulk. And then there's like the Planet of Hulks, but they're all like, there's no human form of them.
Yeah.
What about A-Bomb?
Huh?
Yeah, A-Bomb. Do you know who A-Bomb is?
No.
It's like a blue guy.
It's a blue Hulk.
It's a blue Hulk. And I feel like he
Really?
could be...
There's a Blue Hulk?
There's a...
I don't think I've ever seen a Blue Hulk before.
Yeah, you know Cannonball from Ben 10?
Ben 10?
He kind of does that. He kind of like cannonballs.
Huh.
He's a blue Hulk.
Really?
I feel like he could be a good... Like, somebody in live action could play... A black actor could play him. You know? Like...
No, yeah. Like, I've one thing that's cool about Marvel that I do respect is there's so many characters that they have in their universe, right? Like, there's just so many. And it's like... There's room to change for like a bunch of them, right? Like for instance, Kang the Conqueror. If you watch Loki, I'm not sure if
Yeah,
you
I did.
Yeah, Kang was not black at all.
And that was cool. I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah, exactly. He didn't even play Kang like you would have expected Kang to act.
That shit was fire.
Exactly. And so I'm like, there's room to do that, but I'm just like, where, you know, and that's the fun part about in 2022 is like, there's roles for everyone. Bro.
Yeah.
There's like role, like the only role I feel like will be gate kept is Joker. Joker is
you don't see a black Joker?
I would love to do that one day, but like
you actually do pull off a really good like. God,
you watch me as a clown. That's why.
No. Not even then. Like you have it on your Instagram as well.
Oh, that's true. Oh, the Heath Ledger.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, dude.
You know, yeah.
You're terrifying with your laugh too. You know.
Thank you. And it's just like I don't think they would do that. I truly believe that's the one character that I think is something with the hair.
But why would you want to be a black Joker? Why not be your own character?
That's what I'm saying.
Has like
I'm like. I think there's
Jester,
a better,
you know, or something.
Yeah,
not
like,
Joker, Jester.
Like,
you know?
well, if you stay in the clown sort of genre,
all right, we'll change
now
it.
You're a ripoff. It's like looking at
a black ripoff.
It's a dollar. It's like when you go to stores and then like you see the fucking like chocolate O's or something, and it's like a ripoff of Cocoa Puffs, and you're like looking at it like.
You don't want him to.
Dog, I don't want to eat this. Like, why would I want that? Like, if you're going to play, like, for instance, a great person who did a Batman series without playing the Joker, because everyone just likes to play him as a psychotic person, no matter what villain they play when it comes to DC. The guy who played the Riddler in the newest Batman.
Oh,
he killed that. I should have had it all. I had it all planned out.
Like this, like, almost like Twitch streamer gone like
it was like a Twitch streamer raging.
What's up, guys? No,
exactly.
I can't lose.
That was my kill. You're kill stealing.
I've never seen that like Call of Duty rage in a fucking movie be terrifying. You know?
Exactly. And so I'm like, and the thing is, he fit that gamer looking loser. That's what's funny. Like he literally looks like a guy who like definitely. Like talk crap about everybody
on Reddit
and on Discord and be like, "Ha, you're literally trash. 0 LP at hashtag Fortnite dance on your soul." Like type vibes, but like he's a genius.
Yeah, he like tell him your mom, and he pulls up your IP address.
He's like, that's crazy because your mom's number is. This is what your mom's number. Would you like to be anything in Marvel?
It's like, me?
Yeah.
You know what? They came out with a Latina superhero and Doctor Strange. Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I like these younger actors and actresses. She wasn't doing it for me.
Interesting.
Not because she's this brown girl. It's like she didn't do a good job. It's because I think her writing for me, I didn't like that she was whiny. I want her to be a little bit more strong. She comes from this planet with all females, right?
All females, yeah.
And I'm like, respectfully, Miss American Chavez, don't be a bitch. You're supposed to be an empowering woman. Don't be a bitch.
I respect that because I was like, I've heard a lot of people have a lot of.
She was good though.
A lot of beef toward her character as well, because and I sort of understood why she was whiny because I'm like. She had to be. I'm like, first of all, imagine how you'd feel if you chilling there with your family, you do one thing and your moms just get sucked into a whole new universe, and you're like, oh, well, guess I'm parentless, I guess, and then you get more scared, and then you get sucked into some random universe, and you're like, bam, what is this crap? Like, I'd be a bit whiny too, but it just, it sucks, because I'm like,
it served the story. She was sacrificed for that.
It's just like, everyone, I hate easy storylines where it's like everyone. Fear is a really good emotion. It's a good motivator to break for breakthroughs, right? Because it's like sadness, right, or anger. Like these are good breakthroughs for a character to be like, okay, this is why I develop it, right? But I feel like the way they do it is always the same way, right? It's like right before some death's about to happen, it's GG's. Is about to be game over, and now Super Saiyan 25. Now they've broken it, and I'm like, is there not another way to sort of loop for that breakthrough for them to reach that point? Like, does it have to be like? Because then it gets to the audience to a point like, if you're looking at a character and you know they're a main character, you're like, all right, who's about to save the day to save them? Because we know you're not gonna die. I know you're not going to die. Someone's going to do something, and it's probably the one that's had a problem using their powers this whole time. I think it only works if it's a really awaited character. Like Miles Morales. Like, if they have Miles show up in the last Spider-Man movie, this man has showcased absolutely nothing. Peter Parker's about to die. We haven't seen him in not a single movie, and then last minute, you see another spider web. And the audience is like, huh?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah.
And then they see him. That works.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, Miles is here now.
The issue with the American Chavez for me, it's not that she was like completely whiny. It's that she didn't even put in an effort. Bitch, like punch something, punch a wall. And
That's
like,
true. That's true. Yeah.
Like, she said it. She didn't show it.
Yeah.
It's like, if I were Doctor Strange and she's like, I don't know how to control my powers, I'd smack her in the back of the head and be like, bitch, try!
Figure it out! None of us know how to control our... Like, what are you talking about? You think anyone out here just got powers? Like, one thing I've always thought was, like, how did people, like, what's her name? Captain Marvel. Both Captain Marvels. Rambo... And I'm not remembering her name. I'm like, how did they just know how to fly? How did they just know how to do laser beams? I'm like, you just got this.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know how to already use it to the extent that you're capable of doing? This dude, Peter Parker, fell on his face 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, and that's something that makes him like so, in a way, relatable, like failure until succession.
No, yeah, exactly. Like, Iron Man's suit was absolutely disgusting. Like even Black Widow got folded by other people before they were able to be like, oh, now I'm the one folding people. Like there's like a buildup of like, okay, I'm trash. I just got this. I'm still figuring it out. I'm trash, right? Versus like, I'm absolutely goated. Baby, I got my powers. I'm goated. What you talking about?
She peaked. She like got her powers and it's like, this is it. This is it. I'm done.
She was like, she got her powers and she was like, because it's like the breakthroughs of being like, okay, her punching started to make sense, right? Like she figured out, okay, when I punch, the different dimensions come through, right? And then it's like, so now you can just start playing around with it. You don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know how to do it. But listen, we also don't have superpowers. Maybe it does come natural. I don't know. I don't know.
One day you're gonna wake up and your eyes are gonna glow red and you're gonna be like, WolfGod's here.
I wish. I just like levitate and I walk through and I'm like, hello. What's that? I've been seeing TikToks where it's like everyone's been watching The Boys. Have you watched The Boys?
Oh, I have not. I love the fucking boys.
Dude, this new season just came out.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
The new season?
I haven't finished it yet because my girlfriend's waiting for me to like finish.
Oh,
I mean, like for her to. Yeah, she's like she wants to watch it at the same time.
Okay.
And like, you know, once again, like you got things like Invincible, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like they're like doing that sort of thing, and it's like all these people are like, oh my god, I'm so glad we have powers. Now we can save the universe and become heroes. And all these guys are looking like, says who? Like, because it's like, who do you think you are? Right? And then I'm reading all the comments and I'm seeing why humans don't deserve powers. They're all like, what you mean save the world? I'm just here to mess around with it. What you talking about? And I'm like, see, this is why we don't get powers.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, because there's gonna be that one Discord mod that goes, what'd you say to me last time? Like, that's some real villain
There's not
shit.
just one, bruh. Someone's gonna sit there and accidentally brush past someone's shoe, like literally graze it with the side of theirs, and they're gonna be like, hey, yo, hold up. You touched my shoe, young blood? And they're gonna be like, I'm my... Dad. He's like, yeah, I bet it is your bad. Who wants some?
Yeah. But in the world of The Boys, it's like only select few have it. If we all had it, I'm pretty sure, like, Chet's, if I laser beamed you, you probably could, like, deflect it with your big penis or something.
That's also a fact. You do have one of those. So I have a question. If you were a hero, would you be a hero or a villain? Because I heard a lot of good things of why people would become villains.
I'd be a hero. Would try to be a hero.
Are you sure?
I would try to be a hero.
Do you feel like you legit could risk your life for some random person you don't know with your powers?
I would do it right now. You know, I'd be like, Mr. WolfGod, get down.
He's gonna say it. Get down.
Yeah. But I would try to. I can't say I am a hero. I don't think I would ever give myself that title. And as far as the Marvel question, I think actually I would like to, if I'm not an actor, but if I would have the opportunity to be in a Marvel movie, I would love to be a Hispanic villain.
Oh,
I think that'd be better. Better than being.
I think so. So some of the people, because you know
being a hero.
Everybody wants to be a villain, right? Like villains are fun. Villains are all this, and I so I watched the X documentary as well.
Oh, cool.
And in his early interviews, he was like he wants to play the villain, right? Which is why a lot of his music was so angry and violent, and it was fire, right? But one thing that he learned after years of mistakes was that just because you want to play, people like to watch the villain, but they don't realistically want to be around the villain, right?
Yeah.
Because the villain's a bad person, right? Who wants to be around a bad person, right? And so someone in the comments during the superhero thing were like, I got a better idea. I want to play the villain and be so evil, I force the world to come together in peace to try to defeat me.
Like Mr. Manhattan.
Yeah, so that way, I did do a good job. Because if I'm a hero, humans naturally are going to just submit to the hero and be like, well, your plane's falling, why figure it out yourself? There's a guy that flies around the sky who could probably save you within the next few seconds.
Yeah, like
right?
stop trying.
Why, yeah, like why would I need to save my police? What do police need to do? There's a guy who'll probably immediately swap everybody up, right? A villain though, it takes a lot to kill a villain who's hard to kill. And if you're capable of being so bad to everyone that they're like, I don't care what your difference is with me, come together so we can kill this guy, the unity of killing that guy would be absolutely ginormous. In a way, he did do good.
Yeah.
But then it's like, at what cost? Because that's what Thanos did.
In a realistic setting, would that be like kind of like the Hitler thing, where like kind of like countries came together to fucking form a team?
Not all countries came together.
No, of course,
but like technically, yeah, it would be like that. It would be like it was such a big evil
Uh-huh.
that the world had to come together to stop you.
We need a Thanos then, huh?
That's the thing. Technically, like, I love how they play. Marvel's writing is genius, dude.
Mhm.
Like, I love the jokes on, like, the little shows that they have where it's like Thanos was right.
Yeah.
And, like, and Hawkeye's looking at it like,
Yeah.
bruh. But because, like, in a term that you think about it, I mean, he was, right? Like, overpopulation is sucking everything.
Mhm.
That's just a natural way of how things go
Mhm.
when you're overpopulated, right?
Mhm.
And his snap wasn't targeted toward anyone. Completely random.
Completely.
Your whole family and friends could all live. And that could just be your luck.
That's it.
And nothing changed, and now you have a full world with more resources for you yourself, right? But it's like humans will recreate, but like I guess that's like future, and it's like, but it's like realistically he's not wrong, but in terms of like, you know, who gives you the right
to
even
choose.
do that?
Yeah, exactly.
To even I don't know, what do you think?
I think you're right. I think Tim Kennedy is right. I would write that on the wall.
Am I making sense, guys?
He's making sense. If you're following, if you understand this man, it's making sense. I mean, Marvel's beautiful. Let's be actors. Let's be Marvel actors.
I would like to. I would also like to be in a Halloween movie.
Like the actual like franchise?
I think so.
Or just a Halloween themed movie.
I don't know why I have such a fear of Michael Myers. Like, I love him so much, but like I am utterly terrified. And I don't know if it's just because he's like a white guy. Like,
I'm scared of the white man.
I'm scared of the white man with a big knife.
I would be scared of just
any
men.
Men. You ever see that movie?
No.
It's hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, it's hilarious. Well, it's horror, but like it's hilarious.
Okay.
In the beginning. Yeah.
Okay.
What's in there?
Oh, this, my friend, is just my little notes. We're gonna keep continuing on this topic. On the topic of you wanting to be on a horror movie, what got you into horror? Are you like a big Halloween Horror Nights fan? Like, yeah. Have you been to it?
It was funny. So I think I am a big fan of horror.
Horror fanatic.
Let's go back a little bit. You guys know that syndrome where, or not a syndrome, it's just natural. If your parents stopped you from doing something, let's say you wanted to eat fast food, and your parents said, no, you're not allowed to eat fast food.
You would want to do it more.
You'd want to do it more. And then once you became an adult, now you probably eat fast food all the time because you were never able to.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was super Christian. And so I was never allowed to celebrate Halloween. I could have candy, and me and my sister were not allowed to answer the door. And sometimes we would even sneak and open the door and be like, go, and leave, right? But I could never celebrate Halloween. I went trick-or-treating my first time at the age of 12. Sorry, it happens.
At the age of 12?
At the age of 12.
What did you dress up as? It's your first Halloween. You know the concept.
Oh, trust me, it was probably some trash stuff because I was like, I can't remember it. It must have not been important if I can't remember what my first Halloween costume was. But I went with my sisters and stuff. But like that was like a little bit of a start.
Mm-hmm.
I think like my true start was when my dad took me to. I was 14, and my dad took me to Not Scary Farm.
Ooh.
And that was the first time I ever been to anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was absolutely petrified. I hated it. I wanted to go home. They let me walk inside of a clown like maze. And then they left. They turned around and left. And so I was walking, and when I turned around, they were all gone. And I was already too far. I was too scared to walk back. And I was like, oh shit, I'm screwed. And so I walked through. I'm getting the crap scared out of me. It was just a night of terror. And I was like, I hate it. I wanted to go home. And we go home, and I'm like,
I love this.
I want to go back.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what that was, but I want to go back.
Like the adrenaline, what was it?
I think it was as someone who doesn't drink, or someone who doesn't like really like drive fast, or I don't like smoke. Like adrenaline only comes for me when I'm like acting. Or like I'm performing, right?
That feeling,
right?
That feeling,
right? So like it's very rare. And the only time I get that adrenaline rush is when I'm doing horror stuff. And I'm like, oh crap. And then here's what made me really into horror. I got grounded 3 years in a row. So the rest of my high school life, I went once at 14. I didn't go again until I was 18. And my dad would let me know every year that he was going with his friends. And he would go to Horror Nights. So I would sit there in my room and I would be like, God, I wish I could go.
I see.
And I would not be able to go. And so it would fester like, oh, I want to go, I want to go. I hit 18 every time.
Every time. Haven't missed it.
Every time.
That's what's up.
Without no except. This year is going to be my biggest attempt. I plan to not only, usually I go to every single one. Like 1 year I went to Horror Nights 7 times.
Really?
Yeah. And then the next year I went to Horror Nights, Six Flags, Knott's, and Disney. This time I want to go to Horror Nights, I want to go to Knott's, I want to go to Disney, and then I want to go to Florida, and then I want to go and try Horror Nights at Orlando because it's a different maze.
I see.
Yeah, and then I want to try the one in Disney and then hop back.
That's insane. This man's got a whole like.
Remember this, Tim. That's what you're gonna do. You'll back out when October hits, and you're like,
no,
really,
that's
I want to fly.
That's what's up. Cause me and a couple buddies also have like this like Halloween Horror Nights tradition where we're like every year. So I'm not sure if you know this. At Halloween Horror Nights, they have like different foods.
Yeah.
Last year they had like this fucking 13-inch hot dog.
Don't worry, I ate it 3 times.
What the fuck? So me and him, we Lady and the Tramped it. He was on one end, I was on the other end, and we have pictures, and we plan to fill a whole calendar of that. So that's 12 months, and we have to go to Horror Nights 12 times. So we've done it twice. We went 19. We couldn't go in 2020 because they canceled it.
Yep.
2021 we went. So that's 2. 2022 this year. So,
it's the Texas Chainsaw, which is why they had the hot dog. That was 20-inch.
Yeah. 20-inch? That glizzy, huh? Oh, you a glizzy fan, huh? Sorry.
We don't need evidence.
Well,
glizzy dogs.
That sounds like fun. I'm glad that you enjoy that. So let me ask you about your journey as an actor. How's that been?
My journey as an actor has been great. It's been awesome because of my actorness of acting, right? It's kind of been like a very fun road up because it's like it'll go like what's it called? 9th grade, like I could not act to save my life, bruh.
Really?
No, like I legit could not act to save my life. Like 14-year-old me was like so uber trash. Like I would like there's YouTube videos.
Really?
On my YouTube channel. It's called it's something Make Sense with Kids or something like not
Make Sense with Kids?
Not Make Sense. Not Make Sense. I don't know why I came up with that. But it was some kid thing where I was like trying to relate to kids where I was like, don't you hate it when your parents tell you to take out the trash? My acting was atrocious. And it's like nice because now when I'm doing short films, I'm like, I watch like, 14-year-old Tim. Oh, high school Tim.
Don't be that? Or are you like...
No, like like I'm watching my growth.
Oh, I see.
As an actor, like get better when I'm like doing these things because I'm like, okay, I'm clearly
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
It's too late.
You didn't read it though.
No, I didn't read it.
No, but that's great. Growing as an actor.
Yeah.
What made you want to pursue your acting? Pursue the acting business.
Well, my dad is like a big one.
Oh, shout out to Paige Kennedy, Mr. Paige Kennedy.
Dad would love that if he could hear this. No, yeah, like I mean, I obviously like my dad started having me do entertainment stuff when I was like, what? I think he had me voice record something on his phone when I was like 3. And then like once I hit like 6, 7, he started filming me on his phone, his flip phone, and like I'd send like little threats, like little jokey threats to his roommate, and his roommate would send me threats like, "Yo, what you gonna do?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna beat you up and spit in your cornflakes."
That's cute.
Yeah, and then I would do like I went to I went to a normal school. Oh yeah, you don't know this.
No.
Yeah, so I
Tell
went
me
to a
about your
normal
upbringing.
charter. I went to a normal charter elementary school,
Uh-huh.
and then like I did like my first ever performance I did was like a little musical.
Is this back in
This is first grade.
Detroit, Michigan?
Yeah, this is in Detroit, Michigan. And I did a little musical play that I did where like I just sang a Christmas Carol song. First time ever doing any form of performance at all. Little Timmy up there in the streets, really out there. And then my mom made me move to we had a church that we went to. It's called Perfecting Church of Winans. The church is called Perfecting Church, but the school is called Winans Academy of Performing Arts. So the school was a performing arts church school. I could not act to save my absolute life, but I could play the violin.
Ooh.
And I was really good at the violin. I read music so well. And I lost that ability, but like watching the other kids get to be actors and I couldn't would piss me off. And I couldn't start. I think honestly me moving to Florida for 3 years and then moving to LA like helped me become an actor.
Okay.
Because if I didn't leave, I'd probably only play the violin. Like I'd probably
in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, like I'd only like really be like I don't think I would have ever really tried to focus on acting. I think I would have been like, oh well, I'm really good at music. I'm really good at playing the violin, so I should put my attention on trying to do it that because I want to get into
music
composing.
Yeah,
like I would love to like compose music for movies or my own stuff.
Well, what again? This man is not only an actor, but he's also a man of many talents. He's also a music artist. I want to ask, what's your inspiration? Is XX an inspiration? Trippie Redd?
Yeah,
your dad perhaps?
Trippie Redd.
No.
Okay, because Dad will watch this. Listen.
No.
Kicked out my house.
Listen. Let me tell you, your dad is phenomenal. He seems like a very, very.
He is phenomenal.
Very talented individual.
I don't get my music from him.
You don't.
No, I get my acting from him. That is what I do admire. But me and his genre of music, two different things.
Really?
Yes, I'll give him also props because I'm pretty sure he passed down the music genes to me, and he is also the only reason I even did music. He had a beat that he had, and he was like, I'm not using this shit. You want it? And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? And so he was like, write a song on it. I'm like, okay. And so I didn't write anything because I was like, I'm not going to do that. And he was like, all right, then I'm going to use it. I'm like, no, I'll do it. And so we ended up doing the song together, and it's called Google That. And it was absolutely terrible. It was my very first song, but it was adorable just because it was like the first song and it was like me and him on it, right? To a point that we ended up doing a whole album together, right? Wow. We did a whole album together where it's just like me and him doing like a song thing, right? And it was after that album I started to dabble in making music on my own.
And you can find it on Spotify.
Yeah, you can find those
Google
songs.
That?
Google that on Spotify.
Oh my God, I love that.
Do not listen to that, please. Guys, do not find that album. That was a test for Tim. But WolfGod came after that album because I was like trying to find my artist identity. I used to go with like Young Timmy K. I was going with just Timothy Kennedy. I was going with TK Swag.
TK Swag.
Bro, I was going through so many. And then I was like, wait, I love wolves. I used to call myself a werewolf all the time. And I was like, wait, wolf? And then I was thinking like Ski Master Slump God. And then I was like Ugly God. And then I was like WolfGod.
There we go. Big ticket right there.
God. And I was like, that's it. There it is. I found it. And
never let it go.
I'm never letting it go. And so I've kept that name like the whole time.
That's good. That's a great name.
No, honestly, like I'm kind of shocked that I did find something that I was happy with at least. Like I know some people are like, why WolfGod? What was WolfGod? And I'm like, bruh, if you've ever tried to come up with a name for yourself to define you, that is not an easy task.
No, it's not.
I mean, find something.
Tell me about it. You remember back in the Kick days? Or like the
yeah.
I was thinking, this is my first social media thing. I gotta make it badass as fuck. I didn't know you could change usernames. I was under the impression like this is my permanent name, like my legal name. And I was like, I gotta fucking find something. And I was like, Finally, I was like, PartyMaster? That sounds pretty cool.
That sounds pretty dope.
And I later changed it to PartyMoy.
PartyMoy. Hey, I like that though.
Exactly.
Because then you mixed your name.
Exactly.
Into,
A little bit more
I had
personal.
weird names like Dark T Money. That's one of my gamer tags. Shut up. It was supposed to be about darkness, guys.
The Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, it was supposed to be about darkness, not because I'm black, okay? Alright?
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. If you thought that Dark T Money meant because I was black, you're part of the problem. Alright? I also came up with Lego T Money. Shut up, Moy.
That one's great. That one's good. That one could have ended up on a sponsor deal, bro.
It was Lego T Money because I love Legos. And I was like, oh my god.
Did your dad ever help you pick out these names?
Not once.
No.
What?
Did you ever pitch it? Go, Dad. Meet the new Lego team.
No, these are my gamer names.
Oh,
like this is what I would put for like Maple Story, Fusion Fall, Toontown, Club Penguin. Like these are like all these games where I'm like, I need a name that's not my name.
Mm-hmm.
Dark T. Oh, Money. Yeah. Dark T Money would be taken, and I'm like, how could Dark T Money be taken? Lego T Money. And then it got to one, so Pop Tropica.
By the Pop Tropica.
Pop Tropica wouldn't allow either of those. So I had to come up with my ultimate username.
Orange Thunder.
Super Dark Sonic 9.
What the heck? Did you hit the fucking randomize button?
Those are the names of the people you see under the TikTok comments being ultra trolls, being like a ratio. And like under there, and you're like, bro, look at your name. How are you ratioing me? And you think it's some like 6-year-old doing it.
No, it's a grown ass fucking man in his 30s.
Whoa,
Dark
whoa. Alright. You know, it's pretty cool.
It's a pretty cool. I still use.
Nah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I play some games, and some people are a little mean. They say, "Oh, Dark Monkey," and I'm like,
What?
and I'm like,
It's Sonic.
and I'm like, excuse me, and they're like, yeah, Dark Monkey, and then they'll read, and I'm like, how did you miss the T, and where do you see the K in money? Please, they don't know, by the way. And I'm like, so where are they getting Dark Monkey from? You know, and like, what is that? Is it purposeful?
No, it's just coincidental.
Are they looking at me through the? Are they IP addressing me like, oh no, it's this guy. Hey boys, hold up. Hey yo, Dark Monkey. It's terrible.
Yeah, Pikachu face. Oh my god.
Everyone watching.
No, but so then you okay, cool. I love the origin of WolfGod.
The WolfGod.
Honestly, it's trial and error, and you found it.
It was trial and error, yes.
Now, again, I'm gonna go back to your father.
Mm-hmm.
You and him, I love that. Well, from what I've seen, obviously, I don't know your father personally.
Of course.
But he seems like a really well dressed man, very sharp. I love his suits, by the way.
Yes.
I saw him at graduation. Oh my god,
Dripped out. Man's was dripped out.
Dude,
I'll give him.
fire.
He was dripped out. He was. He had these. He had this outfit with the J's underneath, and I was like, But then his homie Mike was like, "You messed up the fit," and I'm like, "Man, shut up, Mike." Anyways, continue. What were you?
Fuck you, Mike.
Don't clip that part. Do not clip that part.
No, but your dad seems like a very supportive individual.
Yes.
You and him have like this relationship that I just wanted to learn more about. Like, he seems like your best friend, and I like that.
No, yeah, like it definitely is how our relationship is.
Mm-hmm.
Is like he's a friend, but a dad as well. Like,
yeah,
they're like
friend first,
like
father second.
He's like it's like if you could, it was like 60% is a friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a good majority of the time, he acts like literally any other friend. I can, especially because I'm an adult now. Like he doesn't care what I do. Like I do whatever I want. Like he says whatever. Like it's no big deal. Like, you know, like it's not like I'm like, oh, this is my parent and I have to speak to my parent this way like I would do with my mom, right? Like I'm like, that's my mom. I'm gonna talk to her. Way different than I would talk to my dad, right?
Of course.
But then there are times when I have to talk to him. You know, the
As a
parent
dad?
comes out,
Yeah.
and I think that's where the hard part is, because like things like how I said when I was grounded, right?
Yeah.
Like grades he would not play around with, and so it's kind of hard to fall back into the whole "that's my parent" thing. When like you're sitting there like, oh, you guys mess around, you do this, you do this, you do this, and then it's like he's like do, and now you start to challenge it, right?
Yeah.
Because you're forgetting like, oh, that's still the
That's your dad.
and that's sort of the difficult part out of it. Like for instance, right? If I say nigga to him,
He don't.
regular, he doesn't care.
Oh, really?
He doesn't care. We just talk. I'm like nigga, blah 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 blah. Moving on. No one cares. If I said that to him and we were having a serious conversation, then it seems as disrespect.
I see.
And you see, it's kind of hard to play that line because it's almost like, oh, like if you were at an employee somewhere and then it's like, oh, your boss is like super chill with you.
Yeah.
Your boss is like literally like months. You guys are just chilling in the store.
Yeah.
And then your boss randomly one day decides to come in and be your boss. And he's like, da 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 da.
And you're like, stop fucking around.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Goes,
And they're like, I'm serious.
yeah, dude, I've been in that fucking boat.
You don't know what to
Yeah.
do because now you're like, do I now am upset with him because he's doing his job that he's usually supposed to do and he's just been nice to me today and maybe today he needs to, you know, do that.
He's serious,
or do I be like, I understand that, you know, he is the boss and I'm gonna go do that. And whatever he's doing today, maybe we'll be gone tomorrow, and we could go back to that. And it's like sort of hard finding that line because you know when it happens in that moment, you're confused and upset because you're like, "Who do you think? What?
You're my friend. Stop talking to me."
Yeah, you're my. Hey,
Oh.
but then you're like,
yeah,
that's your parent.
you're right. So parent first, friend second.
It's like a parent first, but it's like a strong friend, like.
It's a mix.
It's a mix. And so sometimes it just gets kind of hard. But I can say I owe probably a good percentage of all the things I do because of him. Because he forced me to do it. And that's not always good, but in my case it is. Mm-hmm. Because like for instance, I wouldn't have had my Vine following and blew up the way I did by myself if he didn't force me to make a Vine before he came back home.
Did he so how does this work in a way? Does your dad like go like, man, make a fucking Vine with... What attitude does he have when he tells you this? Does he tell you, like, supportingly, like, man, come on, let's make a Vine, Or make a fucking Vine or you're fucking kicked out type of shit.
He knows that I'm somebody that does things when I feel like I'm going to get in trouble because I learn things the hard way.
Okay.
When people tell me nicely, I usually don't listen or I put it off. And so him and his ex-girlfriend were leaving. And, what's it called? They were leaving out. And he was like, make one Vine video before I get back or I'm taking your stuff away. And I'm like, fam, who does that? Like, what? What are you saying? Like, who gets threatened to make a social media video? Like, that is so weird.
I wish
but
my
like,
dad
he
said
used
that.
to threaten me. It used to be not a threat. It used to, well, yeah, it is a threat of grounding. I used it for the same thing for YouTube, right? So I would have to write my own scripts. I would have to write all this stuff, make the YouTube video, and then he would have to teach me how to edit, right? And so, but because of these things, right? Because he forced me to do it, I was able to make, right? Like, so my Vine, it allowed me to get my own social media presence that's not just attached to him, right?
Yeah.
TikTok, TikTok, I did it on my own with him, but like music, he made me do a song.
Yeah.
I would have never done the song on my own, but he was like, do this song or blah, 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 blah. And so I did the song, and then look what it escalates to later, right?
Yeah.
He was like, we should start doing TikToks. And I'm like, and by then I'm already like, oh, well, I mean, if he gonna do it, I might as well do it. And then like, now you have the TikTok thing. And so like, I wouldn't normally agree that parents should force their kids to do stuff.
But you gotta be like a coach dad sometimes. Like,
but it's like, yeah.
Play a sport. Let's see. He's not good. Fucking try music, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you're because you're trying to be like, all right, what avenue works? Because for a lot of kids, like if you don't let them do anything, I was a gamer. You already know how gamers work.
Yeah.
We don't care about nothing but playing games.
That's all you're gonna do. Yeah.
That like we're not even playing games to try and be streamers one day.
Yeah.
Or like be pro. Like we're just playing games because we want to play games and that's all we want to do. And so it's like, all right, how can you force your kid to do something that's gonna eventually benefit them where they'll be grateful for it later? And so luckily for me, I don't take a lot of things to heart. So, like, I can handle that. Like, my sister probably would not be able to handle that. Because, like, if, you know, you're getting yelled at to do something,
She would cry.
you just fight about it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, nigga, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, man, I don't want to get grounded. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, man, I don't want my phone taken away. Guess I better go make this video.
It's such a bizarre concept because not everybody is fortunate enough to have that type of task.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, it's very different for every family. But I just find it that it's so... it's creatively motivating.
Yeah.
And like, it threatens you to like, hey, motherfucker, these chopsticks better be an Eiffel Tower when I get back.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
no, yeah. Like, he used to make me do a lot of ridiculous tasks sometimes when I was growing up. Like, he would make me learn all the states and all the countries, and then he would make me learn every important city inside of those things.
maybe
You know
that's
how
gonna-
stupid and pointless that was to me?
I'm hoping
You know how
it's-
stupid and pointless that is in general? You want to know what I did? Learned it. I knew where it all was. Don't know now, but I did then.
Fuck.
You want to know why? And see, as much as I hated that, my memory for life is just terrible. I can't remember what I did 30 minutes ago. But, like...
It's not making sense anymore.
It's not making sense. But, like, what's it called? Lies? Or, like, remembering where I was? Or, like, key elements? Or, like, how things looked? Like, on a photographic way of, like, that? Like, I could pinpoint that so easily. Like, without a problem. Like, I could look at a whole script and, like, probably be memorized in, like, 30 minutes if I'm, like, by myself. So that helped with that. Yeah.
Righteous.
Righteous.
Yeah, it's just it's Mr. Page Kennedy. You raised a good young man. You know, I think you did a great job. Your father. I like that your father kind of like, you know, in a way gave you that nudge, that little head start. Do you ever feel like you get maybe compared to him in a way? I know I would respectively say that you and him are completely different, but I have heard, I think you mentioned before that like you don't want to be in your father's like shadow or share the spotlight with him at times.
Yeah, no. I think it's the same way as like if you look at Jaden Smith or Willow Smith or like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's daughter, like you're forever unless you surpass them, you're always in their shadow. And even if you did surpass them, it's seen as
an insult.
It's seen as so. Like I was talking to Alex about this. Hi Alex. I was talking about this with Alex earlier yesterday when we were talking, and I was like, if I was to ever eventually, when I eventually do start finally landing like movies or television shows and stuff like that, people will look at it as, well, of course he's doing that. His dad's an actor.
Yeah.
Like it's given that he would do that. Regardless of how many lobs he could have even thrown my way or how much I would have had to slave away like anyone else to try to get that. It's like a given fact because at the end of the day, my dad's in the industry, right? Yeah. So I could have done it all myself and it'll still be, your dad's in the industry, therefore you have a bigger leverage than anyone else here, right? And so it's already seen as sort of like a, well, duh, of course you're gonna start landing stuff.
People kind of like demean your victory, even though you earned it yourself.
Exactly, because it's expected. Like if your family's rich, and even if they didn't even if you had to start your own business, although you did have their aid, you still have to start your own business that had to be successful in itself. They're still gonna be like, well, your family's rich, like you were just bound to succeed at some point, right?
Yeah.
Versus when I was like talking to him, where I was like, you're the first. Like when you blow up, no one else was like that in your family, so therefore it's a milestone because you're the very first one to do it. For me to surpass him, is when, for instance, Jaden Smith is always gonna be seen as Will Smith's son.
Yes.
Like his songs kill. His clothing line kills. He has all these things that are for him, right? But the world still sees as Will Smith's kid because Will Smith is just boom.
Yeah.
And so like that's what you are,
Yeah.
right? Is that Angelina Jolie, like all these other actor people whose parents are like these iconic, legendary people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course they can't ever get away from that. That's their whole lineage.
Yeah.
At that moment is
initially
them.
though.
Initially.
Yeah.
Until they hit a point where it surpasses it, right?
Yeah.
But like ultimately, in my honest opinion, I think it's always there. I think it's you. And it's not. And I think you need to always. I don't think. I used to look at it as an insult, but then I was like, if you look at it from a family aspect and not a yourself aspect, it's all one big, like plus one.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like. I mean, yeah, your dad might be like the first to make a music video in the family or star in a movie, but when you do it, it's gonna be a win for him.
Exactly,
it's gonna be a win for both of you.
Exactly,
you know,
it's
and
a continuation.
That just adds on to your legacy.
Exactly.
So ultimately, because when I heard that, I was like, I wonder what your take is on it.
Yeah.
Personally, I just think that the Kennedy legacy is strong, and. You know, Mr. Page, you did a good job, and I hope that Tim carries the torch really well.
I hope I do carry the torch, although he hates on the horror movies.
And that's good that you and him differentiate.
It is good because we get to split ourselves. One thing I am happy about, because when it comes to acting, you know, his main motto was like, you're not going against them, right? Which is like my classmates or anything like that. He's like, you're going against me, right? Because that's what it was like, you know, I need to beat him. Right?
Yeah.
And so it's like a never-ending competition of until you beat me, like you need to be
grinding for it,
right? It's not like, oh, you're good with them, congratulations. Did you beat me though? Okay then. So what are you know? And it's sort of like that. And so it's like, but because of that, one thing I do enjoy is that me and him would never go for the same role ever. I would never have to audition for the same role as this guy because me and him are two different sets of people. I have colored hair. I have this very light voice. Like I have this very like bouncy little kid, energetic persona energy. Yeah. And he has this like, he has that comedic energy, but it's more adult. It's more mature.
Oh yeah.
He has this, but he can also go into this very tough guy energy.
Very.
I'm
like
not the tough guy.
Like in Blue Mountain State.
I wouldn't even call that tough guy.
Really?
He did his SWAT one that he had. He was in a SWAT movie. Tough guy there.
It's called Tough Guy?
No. Oh. He was in a movie called SWAT.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no, he was a tough guy in there, even though he got folded. Met in the Meg. Tough guy.
Yes.
Nerdy-ish, but like tough guy, going to be tough guy, right? Me, I would probably either play some like snarky villain that's like either whimsical or like very silent and still. We would not go for the same roles.
You don't fall under the tough guy persona.
No, identity, I think as an actor I've been finding out more about like different sort of identities. Yeah. Because, you know.
Do you want to be versatile as an actor, or are you the type of actor that wants to be kind of like able to morph into whatever role that needs? Or do you want, I guess what I'm saying is typecasting is real. And you don't want, like you said earlier, you don't want to be like, oh, I'm in a Black Panther movie because I'm black. You want to be maybe a little different?
Yeah, no, I don't really like typecasting. I like and I don't like typecasting. Like, for instance, it would make sense for me if there was a role for the artistic friend. Because, I mean, look how I dress myself. I'm clearly the SoundCloud friend. Like, it's obvious. Like, I don't want them to give me a role where I'm some computer nerd who's introvert, when clearly no introvert would go out with blonde and black hair. Like, that stands out. Like, you don't want to stand out because then that means people talk to you and you don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah, you want to. Yeah, I get
so
what
you're trying to just chill.
Yeah,
and I'm like, so you know, I don't have to do that. But it's like one thing somebody brought up to me that I didn't realize is like, oh, you know. Just because, like, they want you to play a hood person don't mean they gotta play in the hood way, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good.
The crackheads outside.
I love crackheads.
We do. They're very good at kissing.
But I'm glad that you've, I'm glad that you've earned your spotlight. You know, I can confidently say, and I hope that your dad also agrees, that you've earned your spotlight and you've managed to maintain it really well. You know, you are a classified online as a social media personality.
Oh.
Specifically an Instagram star and ex-Viner.
Oh, apparently so.
Yeah, and you're IMDb certified. You know?
I am DB certified. Yeah. I don't know how you would know that.
No, because you came out in a couple movies.
Oh.
And one of them was a YouTube Red movie called FML.
FML.
Back in 2016.
Young Tube was the name.
Young Tube?
Don't ask questions about that. It was literally a second, but I was supposed to be this, like this thuggish YouTuber named Young Tube. Very hilarious name at the time. And it was also my very first project. Like, legitimate first project. Mm-hmm. So, like, that was terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting there looking at all these camera people, and I'm like, I'm used to making skits.
Yeah.
What is all of this? They want me to say lines, bruh? Like, I'm telling you, my acting back then was... I think that's the part of growing, though. Yeah. Like, you're always going to be like, oh man,
definitely,
this is trash. Of course it's trash. You did
but
this.
At least you can look back and be like, well, that was a good memory, right? And
exactly.
Look where I've gone from, you know?
No, yeah,
I have
exactly.
a lot of those.
No, you're like, man, dude, I started on Pornhub, and now look at me.
Look at me.
I'm on Brazzers. Like, there's
Premium,
levels,
baby.
There's levels to this shit, baby. OnlyFans PartyMaster is coming in full action, bro. But like I'm really hyped for like future endeavors to make that IMDb. I got like 3 different IMDb things because I don't know how to.
You don't know how to. Yeah, I was like, where's your profile picture, man?
I don't know how to do anything, bro. I like look at it and I'm like, why do I have 3 different ones for 3 different movies?
Oh my
This
God.
needs to be under one thing.
But yeah, this man is technically a celebrity. If you Google him, he comes. If you Google his name or WolfGod, it will come up. If you Google my name, you're gonna get some Indian guy, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Have you Googled yourself?
I have Googled myself when I was on my road to trying to be verified on Instagram. And
blue check mark, everybody.
Blue check mark. I grinded 5 years for that, guys. I grinded for it. But, like, I looked myself up because I was like, and all the time I would see the same senators and MMA people, and I'm like, oh, I am not one of these guys at all. None of these guys are black. They're all white. Why am I not here? And then I always have to type Vine after, and then whoosh, all of that stuff. You know, there's no name for my meme, though. Like, there's no specific
No,
name.
there is not.
Yeah.
So much so that you here on Making Sense With Moy, do you want to give
It's my birthday present.
Yeah, so it was Chetz's birthday present not too long ago. Do you want to give that meme a name, an official name? My friend, do you want to give this meme a name? Timothy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're making sense and we're making history. Give this little guy a name. The
And sign it with an autograph.
What's the story behind this? Did you just wake up? Because you also look like you just woke up too.
If for anyone that does know me and has seen me very late at night,
I'm sorry.
who's seen me very late at night, I get to this drunk, sleepy state. I call it Sleepy Tim. And so I forget everything and I start saying stuff in my dreams. And so I was supposed to be studying for a math thing in high school, and my dad caught me sleeping. So what he did was he bursted in my room and was like, "Wake your ass up, boy." And I got up and I looked like that. And my eyes get really red when I'm sleepy as if I'm high. And I was staring at him, and I remember my train process looking at him because I'm like, who is this guy? Like, because he's done it twice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and my brain, when I'm waking up, I'm like, I don't know who this man is pointing a phone at me.
Yeah, you look
And then I went back, and then I'll go back to sleep, right? And then some guy, the Vine video goes viral. Mm-hmm. Some person takes a screenshot of that and posts it on Twitter as a meme. And then the next morning, I wake up and my dad's like, look at my Twitter. And it's just my face all over Twitter. And then I go to school, and everyone's like, "Oh, dude, you're a meme." And I'm like, "A what?"
This was back in high school, correct?
Yep, sophomore year.
Life before the spotlight, everybody. Damn.
Life before, guys. I can now say I am a legitimate meme, bruh.
Yeah. Blue check mark and look at that,
Blue
baby.
check mark and a meme, bruh.
Oh my goodness.
That is one of the hottest flex to have in the Gen Z era, bruh. That meme makes a year pass every year. Like it'll like go away for a year, and it'll just come back out of nowhere. And like everyone's using it, and then it'll just disappear again, bruh.
Here at the Making Sense of Moy Studios, we're never gonna let this die.
We're never gonna let
And
this
we're
die.
gonna commemorate it if you would just like give that little autograph. Autograph, people.
Oh God, guys! I've been working on my autograph actually. Let's see if it looks cool.
This is training
Hold on,
for the big time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Making Sense with WolfGod.
Does that look like a cool one?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can you make that out to Moy? Please.
Here, I'll write it on my fat ass forehead.
I was hoping he'd sign right on the forehead.
2.
It says right there.
Yo, guys, my writing looks like I'm an actual doctor.
Look at that. I just got prescribed drugs.
It looks beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've been working on it.
Hey, I have the shittiest fucking handwriting.
Bro.
But you did
Oh, I'm glad that he kissed it. I was gonna do it if he didn't.
kiss that little forehead goodnight.
Give me a little smooth. I want that next to you when you go to sleep every night.
You're asking for too much, man. But I can arrange things.
You can arrange things for me?
Oh my goodness. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, my friend, you've done it all, and I'm very happy to have known you.
I'm happy to know you, buddy. This guy is a beast. This guy's a monster, and we have a lot more work to do.
Oh yes, we do. Yes,
Yeah,
we
very
do.
soon work to do.
I was gonna ask you, how does it feel being on the studio? You know, like seeing it and then being on here. This is I assume within your comfort zone, correct?
Oh no, yeah. I think what more shocks me is just your ability of changing this thing, because as you were saying before for the renewal, this place was pitch dark. It was black. These were not the floors.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, whose room is this?
We gotta put that little Mexican grease, elbow grease, you know? We just fucking transform.
They were playing their stuff. Boom. Making Sense with Moy. I'm like, nobody would believe that I was being held captive by four cult people and drinking blood on the floor.
Oh
In
man.
this room if I showed you. They didn't even let me help take it down. How generous of them. how beautiful. You can make this a casting.
We could. You know what? You'd be the first to do it.
Just imagine. So, what's your name? Tim.
Please state your breast size.
50
50. Whoa.
inches. 55 inches. Wow, you're packing there, aren't
Yeah,
you,
look
buddy?
at that.
Just a little bit. Just a little something.
Yeah, my friend. We here at the PartyMaster Production Studios, we have a gift for you.
Oh.
We wanted to make this very special for you. So not only did you give us your signed, memed autograph,
Autographed, yes.
but we will give you
Okay.
something in return.
Oh, whoa.
My friend, you...
Whoa, I hope it's a bag of condoms. I really do.
No, but this shit fucks. This shit really does fuck. I'm opening the Making Sense of Moy gimmick box. And my friend, we have something for you. We have custom made... Where is it? Where is it? Did I put it in here?
Did you put it in there?
Oh, I did put it in here. You already saw it? No, you didn't see it. Custom Making Sense of Moy WolfGod sticker! Look at that! Look at that! Do you see it? Do you see it? Mini WolfGod here. No, but for real, we have actual WolfGod stickers.
Yo! That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool, man.
We wanted to make it very special for you.
That's
you
pretty
know?
cool, man. Thank you. No, do you get to keep that one, or do I?
No,
get to
you can keep it. Yeah,
I
go
want
for
to
it.
keep.
Does it look like me, guys?
I sure hope it does.
I sure hope so. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for coming on the show. This has been an amazing time. I've been planning for this for a while. There's a lot to talk with this man, and you made this wow fly by. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Glad I can do it. Now somebody give me a fan. My balls are sweating.
All right, my friend.
Oh,
A little clap. A clapper. So here you
it's
go.
got eyes.
Oh, actually, before we end off, to all the lovelies out there watching, do you want to say anything? Does WolfGod,
Oh.
Tim Kennedy have any words out there?
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I hope you guys enjoyed your time here. Hope you guys enjoyed looking at two handsome men. And I hope you guys are ready to see some of the horrific things we have coming to you. Stay tuned.
Sorry, I was holding that shit in.
ASMR / moans.
All right, well, my friend, whenever you're ready, just give that shit a little clap.
All right.
All right, and that's it, folks. Thank you again so much for watching Making Sense of Moy. And remember, if she says that your dick isn't big enough, you
probably didn't fuck hard enough. Good night, everybody.
We'll see you next time, folks. Bye.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I'm smiling too much.
We're on the mountaintop, baby. We're on the mountaintop.
We're on the mountaintop, dude.
Ah, that was fun. Thank you so much for...
Moy, you are good at talking, man. I give you props for that. You and Chet's.
Oh,
It's a
man.
talent, bruh. It's a talent.
You were doing a fucking phenomenal. I hope you love the stickers. Man.
Oh, I no, like legit, I like the stickers. My girlfriend's gonna try to take that meme one and put it on the back of her phone, and I will refuse her because that is 100% mine.